Wong Tai-shin, the official who told us the location of the Wuku base, has sent us another letter. He congratulates us on our victory and thanks us for helping the local residents while the head of the province does nothing.
Gratitude doesn't make a meal.
It would be better if he sent in the army.
Wong Tai-shin is just the censor, and censors don't send out armies. He can only arrest those guilty of incompetence or corruption. The official also says that the situation is more complicated than it seems at first glance. He has invited me to his temporary residence in Hongzhou to discuss it in person. Zhang Lu and Dao Kung will accompany me.
The Wuku have attacked the residence. Guan Li, what's the plan?
Our first priority is to protect Wong Tai-shin. The residence is very large, and we don't know exactly where he is. We'll have to split up and scour the whole territory. As soon as you find the official, protect him until the others arrive.
Thank you for saving me.
The Wuku have already found out about your arrival somehow.
Ah, there is no mystery in that. The provincial governor is colluding with the pirates, and I have evidence to show his complicity in what is happening.
That explains why nobody has gathered the troops and driven back the pirates so far. Why can't you arrest him?
You may not have heard, but our emperor has passed away recently after a long illness. His son, Juitsu, who is still a child, has now ascended the throne. The young emperor's retinue has been trying to agree on who will be regent until he reaches his majority. So far, all these advisors, eunuchs, and nobility have been mired in feuding and arguments.
Common folk are suffering, and all they care about is power.
This is sadly true. Like all censors, I only obey the emperor or his regent, and only he can authorize an arrest. My hands are thus tied in the short term.
Unlike you, we are not bound by bureaucratic restrictions. We won't interfere in your conflict with the governor. But if you have information regarding the Wuku, we are keen to hear it.
That's all I was hoping for. As you know, for many years, our country has been under the hygiene, a sea ban that forbids merchant ships of other countries from entering the Middle Kingdom ports.
I clearly remember it being abolished right after the Wuku were defeated. It was said that lifting the ban would prevent the pirates from reappearing, and indeed, the Wuku were not seen for all those years.
But the hygiene had one exception, the Ryukyu Kingdom. It alone was allowed to trade with us overseas, enabling them to amass huge wealth. Now, they've lost their exclusive position. I suspect that the Ryukyu merchants have hired the ex-Wuku to resume attacks. They will use their own people at court to push for the hygiene to be reinstated, using the new pirate invasion as an excuse.
The death of the Emperor has also played into their hands. It's bad news all around, as it won't be easy to get to these merchants.
Have you ever heard of a person called Fudo? One of the Wuku leaders mentioned him.
Fudo? No, I haven't. But I will try to find out what I can. In return, I would ask you to pass on any information that seems important to me. Any leads would be helpful right now.
Agreed.
The pigeon has brought alarming news from the monastery at the top of Mount Juhua, one of the sacred mountains in Buddhism. The monks report that they have been attacked by pirates, but managed to drive them off.
I know that monastery. Its monks are excellent warriors and have previously taught me a lot. It makes no sense for the Wuku to attack them, however, as the temple is small and holds no expensive relics.
This is what we will try to find out. I already have another task for you, but Dao Kung, go there and try to find out what possible interest the Wuku have in the temple.
love to force my way through the grass.
Wuku won't dare to poke their noses in here again.
The Wuku are attacking the monastery again. I bet the monks have taken shelter in the main temple.
I hope they can hold on until our arrival.
abbot is badly wounded and cannot come outside. But we all thank you for your help. I hope the pirates will finally leave us alone.
What were they looking for, do you think?
Once upon a time, our temple was the largest in the province. And a legend tells of an ancient relic that was kept in one of the caves. It possessed great power, and only a few chosen monks were allowed to come near it. 200 years ago, a strong earthquake destroyed a large part of the complex. It was then decided to move the relic to another, safer location, and the monastery soon fell into decline.
The pirates could have found out about this relic from an ancient text written before the catastrophe. Do you know where the relic was taken after the earthquake?
No clear records remain, but legends usually mention the Temple of Upper Heaven on one of the peaks of Huangshan.
Thank you. This information will be of great help.
The monks think that the Wuku are seeking an ancient relic that used to be kept in their monastery, but was moved to the Temple of Upper Heaven on Huangshan.
The Taoist temple has one relic. This one has another. They're more like tomb raiders than pirates.
This is all very strange. If you remember, Shang Lung said that the Wuku were also looking for something specific in the monastery on Mount Putuo. Putuo and Zhuhua are sacred Buddhist mountains, while Longhu, where we found the first relic, is one of the sacred mountains of Taoism. This reminds me of an ancient legend, but I need to check it first.
You certainly will. But first, send a letter to Wan Taixin and tell him everything that we have learned. Then, we shall get a group together and visit this Temple of Upper Heaven. Its inhabitants may also be in danger.
pump isn't working, which is a bad sign.
If the mine gets flooded, many people will drown.
Can't get through here while the pump is broken. It's easy to get stuck here. Looks like these boxes contain mostly food and supplies.
We should tell the farmers in the neighboring village. They will find these useful.
Step away from the holy relic and leave at once, or you'll share the same fate as your minions.
Damn, I ran out of time. I told Fudo that he should have ended you a long time ago, but he wouldn't budge. Blasted monastic solidarity.
Fudo is a monk?
Oops, perhaps I've said too much. Or have I? Yes, he's a monk. Japanese one, of course, a Sohei. He frets that so many people have had to suffer, but still justifies his behavior in the name of lofty goals. He can be such a bore sometimes. But why keep talking about him? Let's get down to business.
I'm assuming this is the relic?
If by relic you mean one of the sections of the Heshibi Jade Disc, then yes, it is. My guess has been confirmed.
Heshibi? According to legend, this powerful artifact endows its owner with incredible power. All the manuscripts state that the disc disappeared 300 years ago during the Mongol invasion.
That's right. As the barbarian army approached the capital, the order was given to break up the disc and hide it. The capital was Hangzhou back then, so the pieces were hurriedly hidden in these parts.
Why is everything always so complicated? You could have just destroyed the disc. But no, you had to split it into pieces, so that one day some psychopath would try to unite them and take over the world.
While the Heshibi is whole, the energy contained inside it is in constant circulation and doesn't reveal itself in any way. If the disc is destroyed, this energy will be abruptly released and cause a terrible cataclysm. Right now, the disc is not whole, but the instability of the shards can be controlled if they are kept in special places where power is concentrated. The sacred mountains of the Middle Kingdom are such places. The first shard was hidden in the Taoist temple on Mount Longhu. The second was hidden in the Buddhist temple on Mount Juhua, and later brought here. The third shard should be kept in a Confucian temple, but we don't know which one.
You keep talking about the great power that this disc bestows, but what is it exactly?
Heshibi erases the boundary between worlds. Its owner can summon thousands of spirits from other worlds in an instant, and they will all obey his will. He will have to pay a terrible price for it, though. The person who performs this ritual binds himself to the disc and is torn from the wheel of rebirth. The disc absorbs its owner's essence after his death, and it forever becomes a part of Heshibi.
The person responsible for all this has either gone mad in their hunger for power, or has nothing left to lose.
This is why the abbot suggested that we keep the shard until the conflict with the Wuku is over. He said that the shard will remain stable for a long time if nobody tries to use its energy. Meanwhile, they will try to find a new place to hide it.
Excellent. Let's take the shard and head back to the Tulu before the scouts start following us.
While the heroes made plans, good news arrived from Wang Taixin. His informant on the Ryukyu Islands had found out some valuable information about Fudo, the Wuku leader. This person would meet them in the town of Naha, capital of Ryukyu. Half of the monks went there on Li Haibo's ship, while the other half stayed behind to protect the country from pirate raids.
We've made it to Okinawa. I didn't think that I would ever come back here. They know my ship well at the local port, but I'm not exactly welcome there, so I've anchored in a secluded cove.
Something tells me that you're no merchant, but a simple smuggler.
An ex-smuggler. Where are you going to find a merchant as skilled with the spear as me?
You're not actually that skilled with it.
Ugh, you guys deserve a kick in the butt.
I don't want to interrupt your fascinating conversation, but we should get down to business. The informer is waiting for us at a tea house in the center of town. Wang Tai Shin should be there already. If the Wuku are truly in league with the Ryukyu merchants, they may have people stationed all over the island. Let's split up to attract less attention.
I've heard that their gang has shrunk in number lately, and that they often hire ronins, former samurais. So be careful.
Thanks for the valuable advice, but how about you help me?
I need to, guard the ship.
From who? There's only one exit, and I'm passing through it.
Keep walking then. Don't waste any time.
don't look like simple pirates.
Arm certainly looks stronger.
Wait for us and escape through the back entrance. There's no time. Xuanpai will find me himself.
After him. Xuanpai will find us himself.
The informant, if I understand correctly. Did he manage to say anything?
Yes.
Very funny. I found Wang Taixin's seal in the tea house, so I assumed that he was kidnapped by these samurai. We'll deal with this later, but now we should return to the ship, as I can already hear the guards shouting. The informant is dead, and Wang Taixin has been kidnapped. We can consider the operation a failure for now.
Don't give up yet. I know a man here named Kage Mosha, who is a veteran bandit and has spies on every street corner. He must know something. He landed in jail recently and won't be easy to reach. However, I've never yet met a jailer who'd say no to a bottle of fine plum wine. I'm barred from going in there, and no amount of wine will change that. You will have to meet with Kage Mosha instead. He's generally not very talkative, so tell him Redbeard said hello. He will understand.
What about the warriors who attacked us? They clearly weren't Wuku.
A cross inside a circle is the symbol of the Japanese Shimazu clan. The Ryukyu merchants have collaborated with them for a long time, and may be using their soldiers for protection.
As if the Wuku weren't enough. Now we have samurai as well.
There's a riot in the prison, and the guards won't bother figuring out who's who.
At least Lu Haibo will be happy that his wine was saved.
Haibo's friend should be here somewhere.
Kage Moshe Redbeard sends his greetings.
What's with the yelling? I'm here!
What do you know about the link between the Wuku and the Ryukyu merchants?
I know everything. What's not to know? There's no direct link, since the merchants would never deal with the Wuku themselves. So they have a go-between. A Japanese man appeared here about half a year ago and offered the local wealthy people a deal. He promised to arrange a new Wuku invasion of the Middle Kingdom, such that the Emperor himself would rush to reinstate the Siba. The Ryukyu merchants were to sponsor this deal and bribe your officials.
And this intermediary's name was Fudo?
That's right, Fudo. You really shouldn't be getting into this, monk. It's so messy that even I didn't want to get involved. I went to see this Fudo as part of a gang for hire. But the conditions on offer were too good. We were allowed to keep almost everything we stole, but we had to attack particular temples and villages. I figured the whole thing stank of politics and did a runner. Better to steal than to get drawn into a war.
You said that you went to see Fudo, so you know the location of his lair?
I wouldn't call it a lair. He's got a huge mansion on the east side of town, with gardens and a pond. A real nice place. Give me your map. I'll show you where it is.
Thank you so much. You have really helped us. I must hurry before the guards appear.
Wait, fellows! Open the door to my cell!
Lou Haibo didn't say anything about that. Here's the wine as a gift.
That beard is a real dick. I'm going to shave him when I get out of here.
hindrance to us anymore. Kagemusha told me the location of Fudo's mansion. It's right here, in the east part of town.
Excellent news. Wang Taishin must be there. You will go inside and free the official, and we'll stand outside the gates and hold back the samurai reinforcements. Try to act fast.
Hello, my young friend.
Huang Taishin?
Do I look like a My task was to feed Fudo and his helpers information. Moreover, I had to prevent the news of Wuku attacks from getting out. blaming it all on regular bandits or villagers' tall tales. The merchants regularly paid me for all this.
How does Fudo plan to use the Heshibi?
He intends to summon an army of spirits and use it to establish a new order in his country, one without samurai, clans, or wars. His plan is as melodramatic and naive as Fudo himself. But if anyone can do it, it's him. You won't listen to me, of course, but a final word of advice, Dao Kung. Let that madman take the Hashibi and go back to where he came from.
You're right, I won't. Farewell, Huan Taixing.
On their return home, the heroes discovered that Fudo's troops had attacked their camp in their absence. The defenders had fought bravely against the greater pirate force, but eventually, one after another had fallen in battle. The bodies of Shang Lung, Yin, and Jin were mounted on their own staffs, and only the wounded leader of the monks was left alive. Fudo hadn't finished off Guan Li, but he had called up the white fire and burned the monks' eyes. He then took the shards of Heshibi, which were kept in the camp, and disappeared with the remains of the army as quickly as he had appeared.
We have buried our brothers, but this will not weaken our resolve. We must find and attack the main Wuku base before Fudo obtains the third shard. It won't be easy to find, but Lu Haibo has an idea.
Everything suggests that Fudo's main base is located not on the mainland, but on one of the islands east of Wenju. I have called together my old comrades, experienced captains, smugglers, and even adventure seekers, and they have agreed to help us with our search. After all, life will be easier for them if the Wuku are gone.
This won't be a quick process, but it's the best we can do for now. And another thing. During the battle, we clashed with the Sohei, Japanese monks like Fudo himself. These warriors are...
powers are exhausted, and yet they're withdrawing.
There must be a reason.
To it after all.
We have to hope that we will reach their base before Fudo joins the fragments together.
Lu Haibo's friends have managed to track down the Wuku.
They found their main base?
Yes, an old abandoned fortress on the island. It was heavily damaged during the war, but it's still capable of hiding a small army. The main forces are in a harbor on the west side of the island, while only Fudo and his personal guard remain in the fortress itself. We have a plan for how to get inside. I'll explain on the way there.